Hello and welcome to this next video on our course, which is going to be OS command injection. So let's go to Port Speaker and we'll just open up our lab quickly. Now, OS command injection can be the very basics we're going to cover. Can get quite advanced, but the very basics we're going to cover, and it's going to be basically using pipes. So symbols like these symbols here. And with these, you'll be able to successfully perform another command and execute a second command. I'm just going to show you some theory first. So how this works is by, if you had, like, for an example, a program. Let's give you an example of writing an insecure program using Apache and PHP. So if we create a program. So we'll call this CMD. We'll call this we'll just call this vuln.php. Now, how this works is if you send a post request, so we'll call this command equals post get, and then we'll make this the command here. Or we could go ping. And with that command, we're going to call a system command. So this will be the IP we're going to ping. So then we'll go ping, and the count will be, just say 2, and we will append CMD. Now, this is actually vulnerable because what's happening here is this actually request, this query, this variable is being concatenated straight into the system function. So one way to prevent this is to use escape shell args. Arg, I think it is args. I think it's escape shell args, and that will prevent the vulnerability. But we'll prevent this in a minute. We'll just do some quick exploitation, and then we'll do some code review. And obviously, I need to have the correct permissions. All right, here we go. So that's very. We can also put like some HTML saying HTML title, and put OS command injection test as the title, and then we'll just put HTML. Then we'll just put with the body. We'll put body h2. We'll center this h2 test. In the h2 tag, in the center tag, and in the body tag. Right, then that's just, there you go, just a very basic example. And then we want to start up the PHP server by typing in sudo php simple server 127.0.0.1 and on port 1234. Boom. Now when we navigate to this on our computer, we should be able to be presented with a, what was it called? vuln.php. Okay, there's an error somewhere. Let's fix that up. Syntax error. CMD. Okay, cool. CMD. There you go. Alrighty. Awesome. So obviously we know that there's a parameter called CMD. So we just type in an IP address .0.0.0.1. That's going to ping it. As you can see here, it's going to ping it, and it's pinged it. Usage error, destination address. So I just need to make sure that we're actually using the right ping command to 127.0.0.1. And what's happening here? It worked. Okay, cool. So let's just make sure we got this right. Awesome. So that works. Let's try and that's actually what we're going to do is we're also going to echo out the command too, just so we can see what that's printing. Might be a very useful thing to do, like this. Right, cool. Whoops. Now what we do is we then do that command, and it will ping it. Destination address not available. Let's do google.com. Alright, let's do something wrong with the command. Ping -c, so ping c2 google.com. Same destination not Okay, it's doing that, but it's saying that let's actually do a different function. Let's do exec. Maybe that might work better. Yeah, it might work better. Let's try that one out. So what our end result should be is a successful ping. It's saying destination address required. Okay, so maybe we need to let's have a look. If we've got the ping, let's just echo out this command here and see what happens. It might not actually print it out properly. Okay. Let's have a look to see what actually. Oh, it's ping. Okay, sorry, my bad. I've got the wrong variable name. It's ping. Okay, so cool. We've got it now. So it's not command, it's ping. So we do ping. Now it's going to print it out. Awesome. So there you go. It printed out the results of the ping. Now what we can do, since it's doing a command, so since it's doing this ping command, we can actually escape out of this and sort of this is what will happen. So what will happen is we're going to go ping-c to www.google.com, and then we're going to put this pipe, and then or this one or pipe, and do ls. And what's going to happen is it's going to ping, and then it's going to do the second command ls, like that. See? So what we're going to do, I'll show that again. So it's doing a second ping command, and then it's going to do ls. So it's causing it to do a second command. So what we can do is we can put pipe ls, and it will successfully print out. Okay, that didn't work. Because I'm going to start the server. That would be very useful. So let's do that again. And it worked. See? Right there. It works successfully. We can do who am I? Who am I? And it will say we are root right there. That's a very basic example of a OS command injection attack. But let's try and fix this up using escape shell arg. Escape shell args. So escape shell args. We put that into the commands. There's also another one called escape shell. There's multiple functions, but this is the most secure one. So now, if we try and execute that command, it's going to say it can't do it. It's not doing it. So actually, no, wait. I think it's escape shell arg. Sorry, escape shell arg. Sorry, that will fix it up. Sorry. Let's see if that works. There you go. So it said name one service unknown. So it's actually fixed up the issue there using the escape shell arg. But now what we want to do is we want to use a proper demonstration in Portswigger Academy. So we're going to go to here. We're going to do OS command injection if they have it though. So OS command injection, where are you? OS command injection right there. So, like it says OS command injection, also known as shell injection, is a web security vulnerability that allows an attacker to execute arbitrary operating system commands on the server that is running an application. Typically, fully compromise the application and all its data. Okay, so here's one we're going to use this symbol here. Let's go to a simple demonstration. We have to execute the command who am I, and it's in the store IDs. So let's just have a look. I'm not going to use Bert for this case. So let's just view the details, check the stock, and let's just put in here who am I in every parameter. Let's try check stock. What's that look like in inspect element? Let's try out home. Let's just have a let's actually just look at where we need to look for it first. So it's the application executes shell command can use applied product and store IDs and return the raw output for the command in response. So it's in the product and store IDs. Let's do that again, and we just need to play around with the command. So let's do who am I like that. Doesn't like that. Let's do a pipe. Doesn't like that. Let's do another pipe. Oops. Open up multiple tabs here. What am I doing? We just got to play around with the different types of symbols. So let's try end. Didn't like that. Let's try one end. Didn't like that. Okay, so it's not there. Let's try and maybe use inspect. and use network, because this is another alternative of finding, we'll do XHR requests. We'll do all actually. So nothing there. Let's try and check stock. We actually want URLs, so check stock. There's a one there. Response we get back is that there. So let's execute in a response. Let's go and who am I? And let's look at the response there. Gets a 400 error, so it doesn't like that. Let's just go back to the practice lab and just view it a bit more in detail. So, because I'm not using burp, it's a little bit different now. So I have to just look at everything. So it uses stock report.pl. So if it says error product was not provided, command not found. So we need to find out, should be in a part like that. Let's just copy this out actually, sorry. It's in the store ID. So let's try this out. And access lab. Just a matter of playing around with it. Let's try that. 29. Okay, awesome. So we've got store. We've got not found. Let's do and ls. Not found. Try that again. Store ls. Let's try in this product ID. Didn't like it. Let's just try stock status. Not found. So it doesn't like this endpoint here. Let's try and view details and try it again. So it's in the store ID. Maybe we change it here and check stock. Return to list. Home. View details. Check stock. Let's copy this. Let's view this in page source. We need to find out where check stock is, the proper vulnerable parameter. Let's inspect element. Let's view the JavaScript maybe. The JavaScript is always good to read, just to look at things we can find, interesting endpoints and stuff. Nothing there. Check stock. Okay, we can't really find nothing here yet. So let's try and go back to the lesson. And we might have to use burp, but that doesn't matter if we do. Vulnerability in the product stock checker. Let's use burp. Might be easier to use burp. So let's open up burp. Open up burp and we'll do it like that. Burp is usually a lot easier to use in these sort of circumstances. And we'll copy this URL here. We'll start up burp and we'll go to here, access lab. If you're a burp user, just stick with burp. It's a lot easier to use to find these sort of vulnerabilities. Remember, you need to look deep, dig deep too. And I'm going to show you a real life example too. So let's go and close out of this here. Let's go here and let's turn on burp proxy and let's spider through the website. Just check each link. So got nothing there, no product, nothing there. Let's try and capture this one here, check stock, because I didn't get to do that. Nothing there. Here we go. So it's in a post request actually. So that's why we didn't find it before. So if we do ls, this should actually work. Missing parameter. Let's do this one here. It might need to be euro encoded, maybe. Okay, so it not meant to be euro encoded the end, but we'll try this one. Here we go. We got an error. ls. Perfect. So we got an error. Means the command couldn't be executed. Command not found. Let's try. Who am I? And it should say we are. Who am I not found? Okay. Let's try a different pipe symbol. Didn't like that either. Let's try an end. But let's try and euro encode this end because that might need to be euro encoded. So let's try and euro encode this and see if that works. 26. It doesn't like the command who am I? Let's try two ends. Didn't like that. Let's try two pipes. It's all a matter of just playing around with it. Doesn't like that, but it does like this, but it doesn't find a command. So let's try and type in here. Here we're getting closer and closer. So it requires 2 arguments. So stock line 5, $2. Let's try unknown unbound variable who am I not found. Okay, let's try that again. And it even says here in the example of the lab that we need to execute the command who am I, and it says here that we should get an error like that, command not found, but injected echo command was executed and the supplied string was not echoed. The original argument was 29 was executed that caused the error. So let's try this command here, and that will work hopefully. That should echo out, because we need to do 2 commands, because it's asked for 2 arguments. Let's try this out anyway, see what happens. Try that out. Try this, and we'll do that. There you go. That should echo out. Awesome. Now it says not found. Let's do who am I now, and see if that works. Who am I not found? That's an interesting observation. So it doesn't like the command who am I. It's causing an error. So let's try end maybe. It doesn't like that. Let's try, what's another one we can do? Let's do 2 of these maybe. Unexpected command. Okay, we gotta play around with this a bit more. We'll eventually get it. Okay, let's have a look at. So this is the import product command sheet. So product ID. So it's actually not in the store ID, it's in the product ID. So let's do ls. No, it isn't the store ID because that's where the error is. Let's try a different. Just trying to figure out how we could work this out. So if we do, maybe if we change it to a get request and see if that works. Let's see if that works. Let's do ls. Maybe it needs to be a get request. Not found. Not found. Let's change it back to a post, and let's do that. Doesn't like that. Let's try that and that. So it's just a matter of here we go. We did it. We did it. Awesome. So we got the file. So we had to put a comma and a comma there. Now what we can do is we can go, here am I. It's all a matter of playing around with it. This video has gone for quite a while, but we finished it in the end. There you go. That's the user there, Peter, and it should say that we actually have solved the lab. That's pretty much a basic example there. But yeah, let's have a look at a real life application. So all we can do is we can go in URL, we can go ping.php, and then go cmd equals, or we can go IP equals. And with this, we can then look for certain vulnerable websites that have the ping.php in the URL. So let's try one that could be vulnerable. We're not actually going to exploit it, but you can try Google Docs and you can find some. Don't exploit it though, because that will get in trouble. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of OS command injection. Hope you enjoyed the video, and the next one we'll continue on with more vulnerabilities. Cheers. Catch you later, hackers.